Oh, hey. Hi, Jim Femino here. Don't mind me, just doing my... Oh, the shark has me. Oh, I'm having a weird day. How you doing today? Hey, so here we are, day 5 or whatever it is. So glad you're here and still checking out these free videos. Songwriting lesson things I'm putting up. Oh, well, that's interesting. I didn't touch my phone, but Siri wants to know what I'm asking her. I'm not asking her anything. What's up with that? Huh. Anyway, and then they say that they're not watching you when you're not, when you don't think they are. I would say they are. Just a thought. By the way, don't you like the way this camera like bounces around? Woo, woo. It's like being on a rat amusement park. All right. Anyway, today I'm going to hit a topic that I get asked about a lot, and actually it was just asked a little while ago in the Songstarters mentoring group that I mentioned yesterday. We were going to talk about song starters and what they are. We'll do that. We'll do it tomorrow because this question is one that I get an awful lot, and I think it's worth addressing. All right. So this particular member asked me, what do you do if you think somebody stole one of your songs? I mean, should I be copywriting my songs? Should I, blah, 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 and all this, what if people steal my songs? What if people steal my songs? Well, first of all, thievery, no honor among thieves and all that. Thievery happens all the time in the big time music industry. You might pitch a song to somebody and they hear it and they love the song and they love the idea, but they've got their own camp that they write with. They don't know you from Adam. You're out there and you don't have a personal relationship with them. And so what they'll do is they'll take the idea sometimes and completely rewrite it. I mean, they would rewrite it the way they would write it, not the way you wrote it, which is actually an interesting science unto itself. Because, and the reason I started Songstarters, by the way, my company, to help you guys get your foot in the door of the big time music industry. Because it's funny, pro songwriters write anywhere from 1 to 5 songs a day, 5, 6, 7 days a week. We know how to craft, and I say we, all of us, know how to, we the pro songwriters know how to craft a commercial song, how to write a commercial song. But because we write all the time, we run out of great ideas. Now, the non-pro songwriters, you guys out there that are, maybe great songwriters, but aren't in the industry already, you might not know how to craft a commercial song, but you've got great ideas because you're not writing 5 songs a day, So that was the idea behind Songstarters. What if I could find a way to get you guys, great ideas and present them to the big time music industry, who are always looking for great ideas, so that we can write hit songs. I was like, wow, it's kind of like a win-win situation for everybody. Yeah, okay, so I think I need to do that, which is exactly what I've done with Songstarters. But all that aside, back to the question. It's still, thievery happens all the time, but not just ripping off your song note for note and word for word, but people might like the idea that you came up with, and they'll write it the way they would write it. Which there was a video I put up one time in the Songstarters Facebook page there where John Lennon talked about the Beatles and how they would find a song they loved on the radio and then write their own version of it. That's where a lot of their early songs came from. And I was like, well, there you go, right from the horse's mouth. Two of the Lennon and McCartney, two of the biggest songwriters out there. They didn't steal; they were just borrowing inspiration, as it were. And everybody in the industry does it. So, actually, if somebody steals one of your ideas, I'd go out and have a cocktail, celebrate, because obviously you're on the right track, because you've got something that they want. But now, all that being said, so can you stop people from taking your ideas? No. It just happens, and they're going to do it with or without a copy. So you say, well, if I copyright my songs, will that protect me? Well, to an extent, but you have to understand how copyright works. And ever notice that you don't hear a whole lot about copyright infringement lawsuits? You hear a couple of them, the big ones that are like tens of millions of dollars and all that stuff, hundreds of millions. But the reason they don't happen very often is because you have to, I'm not sure what the rule is now, it might have just changed recently, but you have to copy a song note for note, word for word, for like 8 measures. And think about 8 measures. That's like you got to go 10, 15, 10 seconds at least, where their song has to be identical to yours in every single way. So if you try to sue some artist who's, you say stole your idea, they're just probably going to offer you a little bit of money to go away, because in the end, you're going to, unless they've ripped you off note for note and word for word, you're going to lose. And they're going to lose. They're going to lose a bunch of money. You're going to lose a bunch of time. And you're both going to end up pissed off for no good reason. The legal fees alone from your side are just not even close to worth it. Just don't even bother. Just write the next one. I always say, what's your best song? The next one I'm going to write. What's my best song? The next one I'm going to write. So have I had songs and ideas stolen from me over the last 25 years? Oh, yes. More than a handful. I could, if good taste wasn't necessary, I could, name a lot of situations where songs or ideas that I brought in to artists and pitch sessions magically showed up, just changed a little bit, and all of a sudden recorded and on the radio, and it's like, okay, must be on the right track. That's kind of how you have to look at it. Relative to the copyright thing, believe it or not, we pro writers and publishers, we won't even bother copywriting a song for that very reason. No one's going to steal it anyway, or at least the idea. Until we won't copyright it until we know that it's going on a record, or we know it's getting recorded, and maybe going on an album or on the radio. At that point, we copyright it, because then millions of people will be hearing the song instead of a handful, and blah blah blah. And, again, I mean, if it makes you feel better to spend that money with the copyright office to have the song registered, by all means, so that you can sleep at night, go ahead and do it. But the only way to keep people from stealing your ideas is quite literally to not even bother pitching your songs. In which case, if you're trying to get a major label artist to record your songs, you're shit out of luck, because if they don't hear the song, obviously they're not going to record it. Excuse me. So that was, copyright is a whole thing unto itself. But 9 times out of 10, the answer is if somebody's stealing your ideas, you're on the right track and you should be happy about it. So just wait for the next one and see if the next one works. All right, on that note, short enough lesson for today. I'm Jim Femino. I hope you're enjoying these free lessons and getting some real value out of them. Please take time to comment, share, follow me on Facebook. But, put a couple of words down there. And, by the way, these are not part of these emails, I'll say it again, are not part of a paid program. So I've made them free and available for everyone. Please share them with your friends. Call your songwriter friends up and go, hey, you listen to this dude? He's putting out some good stuff. Please share the link with them. Share them on your site. Share them, whatever, And I will not be offended at all. As a matter of fact, I'll be thrilled, because my goal is to help you turn your songwriting dreams into a reality. If a little fat kid from Salem, Massachusetts, about as Yankee as you can get, can become a Grammy-nominated hit country songwriter, but I don't care how bizarre your dream is, I'm sure you can do it too. And I'd like to help you do that. All right, hope you're getting value out of this again. Jim Femino, and I will see you tomorrow. Write a hit. Starter. Tonight. Big one. The one that changes your life. Do it. All right, I hear sirens. Either they're coming to get me or somebody had an accident. One never knows. See you. Bye.